Leo Messi's influence only deepens at Inter Miami. Call it Inter Messi, perhaps, as the club changes president of operations. The president of football, Saul Sanelhi, and you'll have to correct me on that one. I'm sure you're going to do that, Jason. The pronunciation of that outgoing president, no longer in charge and replaced by club academy director Guillermo Hoyas, who is reportedly a person close to Messi himself.
Yeah, I mean, look, the mechanism here. I mean, the story is that Raul Sanlehi went onto the bus, the team bus, and had a bit of a disagreement, right? A contretemps with Lionel Messi on the bus. I don't know why I went French instead of Spanish, but there you go. And that led to his demotion. He boarded a bus that was supposed to be only for players and coaches. Messi apparently took issue with this. There was a tense exchange. The specifics of the conversation are not known, but now Sanlehi has been demoted, moved, and Hoyos has taken over in that role. And because Hoyos has this previous history, long-standing close relationship with Lionel Messi going back to his days at the Barcelona Academy when Messi was a kid. He said that Hoyos was his soccer dad, like his football father in Barcelona. So this is not, this is not just like, there was an argument, there was a disagreement, Sanlehi deserves to be demoted, and we put in place somebody else in the organization or somebody that, has some MLS experience. No, they went and got Messi's guy. Messi's boy shows up. Messi's soccer dad shows up to take this role. Inter Miami responded to Tom Bogert in a statement and said this was all pre-planned. Nonsense. We all see right through this. And it's not a surprise that Jorge Mas has ceded control of Inter Miami to Lionel Messi. And I also don't know that I blame him too much, right? I mean, this has happened so often in other American sports that, and I guess there always is a little bit of controversy around it. It's always a thing. I mean, it's actually happening right now with LeBron James's kid, right? Like it's also, Michael Jordan gets coaches fired. Joe Montana gets coaches fired. Tom Brady gets coaches fired, or changes happen because they want it to happen. When you are a superstar of that level, you naturally have power because your influence is undeniable. And if you're not happy, it could really hurt the prospects of the team. So I'm not sure I blame Moss for, having Lionel Messi in his team and doing things Lionel Messi wants. But, man, you think they could do a better job of, at least pretending that Messi's not in charge, that this is not just the Messi show.
Yeah, it's pretty thinly veiled, and it kind of shows how in these, top flight professional organizations with big egos and a lot at stake, just how aware of every moment you have to be. If it truly was the getting onto the wrong bus and then disagreeing with somebody leads to you losing your job, the emotional, professional and emotional awareness, you just got to be so heightened to there if that was what led to the downfall. But my question to you, yeah, I'm the captain now. My question to you though is, obviously it's fine, and we want MLS clubs to be independent as they can, have their own approaches to team building, on the field and behind the scenes. And you said, getting your guys into the club is not anything new, but between Mascherano being hired as the coach, close friends, a generation's worth of experience together, and then now his soccer dad joining the office. Do you think that having the close bonds and almost having the in crowd running the show now, would this ultimately end in kind of destruction, or do you think that this will only enhance the Messi influence and raise the quality of that club to unheralded heights or unseen heights?
No, I think that, this is putting all of your eggs in the Messi basket, and that means, I mean, they came up short last year, upended by Atlanta in the playoffs, right? I mean, year one was always kind of going to end in MLS disappointment, even though they had the Leagues Cup triumph and all of those things, and reached an Open Cup final and all of that. But this year, this past season, 2024, they were supposed to deliver on the promise. And look, they were the best team in the league, and they set a points record, all those things. But then the playoffs happened, right? And they get upset. So, and Messi only has so much time left. Certainly, Luis Suárez could collapse into dust, could disintegrate at any moment, right? His knee could explode in our faces at any moment. So there's the clock that is ticking. And now, again, you mentioned bringing in Mascherano. Mascherano is there to facilitate what Lionel Messi wants. He's just there to be that buffer between Messi and the media. And because if Messi says, I think we should play this person here, or we should play this formation, or I should get the ball in these areas, is Javier Mascherano going to say, no, that's not my plan. I'm the coach.
Yeah, so if he says that, just like the reports of that, the dust up in the bus, like, so if Mascherano does like stick to his guns and stands steadfast,
but he's not. That's the thing. He's not. Rob, there's no chance that Javier Mascherano stands up to Lionel Messi. He won't even think about it like, oh, I'm backing down or I'm in charge. I think he's very keenly aware of what the dynamic is here. Javier Mascherano. He took the job knowing I'm here to work for Lionel Messi. I'm the coach in name only, right? And because he doesn't have a managerial career to speak of. Youth teams with Argentina does not make a resume that says you should get a job, even in Major League Soccer. As much as people want to dump on Major League Soccer and the quality, Javier Mascherano is not ready for this job. I mean, not on his resume. On his playing career, sure. You want to make an argument because of how good he was as a player. He could jump to the front of the line, fine. But you know what? Wayne Rooney's proving that doesn't work out, right? So
yeah, that's my point. Is this insider, people going to, blunt the spear or elevate it? I mean,
no. They are, look, they're going to be good this year, right? They're still going to be good. Are they going to be points record good? I don't know. Are they going to be number one seed good? I don't know. But there will be good again this year, right? But there is 100% chance that if they don't succeed this year with this plan, they will be screwed for many, many years after this. That this is a short-term approach to trying to win a championship or trying to build a team. This isn't building, right? This isn't like building for the future. This isn't like putting in a foundation and putting in, I would engineer properly this structure so that we could be a contender in Major League Soccer this year and next year and 10 years from now, right? This is a temporary structure that they have built. And there's a good chance that this is the Fire Festival of MLS clubs, right? This doesn't give you a ton of confidence that if they hit a bump here or there or players get injured, they're going to have a way to navigate that. It is going to be fascinating. It is a soap opera. And here's the problem. We've been talking about the end of extra time and Major League Soccer and Apple TV and the approach to covering the league. And by the way, we haven't covered this news. MLS has announced they're moving all of their production to Stamford, Connecticut, and the new WWE studios that are there.
Soccer from the top rope.
I think they will, obviously. The production values will be good and all that stuff. But this just, again, the end of extra time, and it's going to be on independent media like us to be paying close attention to what's going on in Miami, because I don't think on Apple TV Plus MLS Season Pass, they're going to have a show breaking down the drama at Miami if things go wrong. If maybe there is an argument between Mascherano and Messi and Suarez and Busquets and Alba, or Jorge Mas, decides that he's got to make some change because things are disastrous in June. Like, they're not going to cover it that way. We're going to have to be watching it, and there's a very good chance that it will be that sort of drama.
Yeah, Inter Miami fans crossing their fingers for a successful 2025 because the future might be a little bit barren cupboard, maybe a little bit of Denver Broncos post Peyton Manning for those in Miami. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe to the Morning Kickaround YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, click that button. It does so much to help. We are on the march to 1,000 subscribers. It's going well since we hit that 500 mark and be the next to do it. Follow along on social media at mkickaround. On social media such as X, Instagram, and Blue Sky. And then write us a note if you'd like, morningkickaround@gmail.com. And brand new to the show, support us if you'd like, one-time donation, or make it a regular thing, ko-fi.com/morningkickaround. morning kick around. Thank you for tuning in and doing all those